Picture this. You, behind the wheel, night air rushing past, the highway open, the city lights shrinking in the rear view. You've got a destination. Freedom, impact, wealth on your terms. And you're done pretending a tractor will get you there. No more walking without a map. No more waiting in traffic, while your best years idle in neutral. Tonight, you choose the fast lane. Listen closely. Most people never do. Most people pick comfort over velocity and call it being realistic. They spend for the rush today and wake up broke tomorrow. Or they delay life for 40 years, betting on someday while their youth slips away. If that's been you, no shame. It just ends now. You're taking control of the wheel. There are only 3 roads. The first is the sidewalk. Live for today. Finance it with debt. Hope the lottery hits. That road ends in a wall. The second is the slow lane. Save, wait, compound. Retire at 65 and hope you still want the things you sacrifice to get. It's safer. Sure, safe like a padded cell. The third is the fast lane. Create value at scale, detach income from time, build assets that serve while you sleep. It's harder at first, but the paradox of fast lane is this. Do a few years of what most won't, and you can live the rest of your life the way most can't. Here's the shift. Money is not the target. Value is. Money is the echo. Money is the proof that you solved a problem, relieved the pain, made life faster, easier, safer, more delightful for someone else. Chase needs, not numbers. Provide something people would miss if it disappeared tomorrow, and they'll fund your journey without you ever needing to beg for a raise. Picture this. You, behind the wheel, night air rushing past, the highway open, the city lights shrinking in the rear view. You've got a destination. Freedom, impact, wealth on your terms. And you're done pretending a tractor will get you there. No more walking without a map. No more waiting in traffic, while your best years idle in neutral. Tonight, you choose the fast lane. Listen closely. Most people never do. Most people pick comfort over velocity and call it being realistic. They spend for the rush today and wake up broke tomorrow. Or they delay life for 40 years, betting on someday while their youth slips away. If that's been you, no shame. It just ends now. You're taking control of the wheel. There are only 3 roads. The first is the sidewalk. Live for today. Finance it with debt. Hope the lottery hits. That road ends in a wall. The second is the slow lane. Save, wait, compound. Retire at 65 and hope you still want the things you sacrifice to get. It's safer. Sure, safe like a padded cell. The third is the fast lane. Create value at scale. Detach income from time. Build assets that serve while you sleep. It's harder at first, but the paradox of fast lane is this. Do a few years of what most won't, and you can live the rest of your life the way most can't. Here's the shift. Money is not the target. Value is. Money is the echo. Money is the proof that you solved a problem, relieved the pain, made life faster, easier, safer, more delightful for someone else. Chase needs, not numbers. Provide something people would miss if it disappeared tomorrow, and they'll fund your journey without you ever needing to beg for a raise. And time? Time is everything. You can always make another dollar. You can never make another minute. That's why the fast lane refuses the worst trade in business. Hours for money. Build things that unhook your income from your presence. A product that ships itself. A service powered by a system. A platform with users you don't personally know. You'll work harder than you worked before, but not forever on the same hour for dollar treadmill. You'll work to build a machine that works. Let's get practical. The wealth math of a job is linear. 1 hour equals 1 unit of pay. The wealth math of the fast lane is multiplicative. Profit equals units sold times profit per unit, plus the asset's value itself. Grow either variable, units, or margin, and the outcome changes dramatically. Double units, double profit. Improve margin, amplify profit. Build a brand, a customer list, defensible tech, and the asset's value can leap far beyond 1 year of earnings. That's the quiet secret of builders. Sell the product and you make money. Build the business and you make a fortune. So how do you build right? You obey 5 laws that separate toys from empires. First, need. Markets don't pay you for your passion. They pay you for their pain relief. The question is never, what do I love? It's what problem hurts. And how do I remove the sting? Find the bottleneck. Find the friction. Make something faster, simpler, cheaper, or more certain. If 1,000 people scream silently every day at the same annoyance, there's your compass. Be the aspirin, not the poster. Second entry. If anyone can do it by dinner, it won't offend you by dawn. Difficulty is not your enemy. It's your moat. Specialized knowledge, capital, execution complexity, regulations, relationships. These are not excuses to quit. They're reasons to begin. When others say, too hard, here less crowded. The steeper the hill, the better the view. Third, control. If someone else owns your oxygen, they own your future. Diversify platforms. Own the customer relationship. Collect your own data. Build your own list. Use the giants, but never worship them. A single algorithm update should never decide if your rent gets paid. When you own the rails, supply, distribution, brand, you set the speed limit. Fourth, scale. If your best day tops out at 10 customers, you have a ceiling glued to your forehead. The internet shattered geography. Software replicates at near zero cost. Media reaches millions with a click. Ask relentlessly, how does this reach more people with the same or less effort? A solution that helps 10 dentists should be able to help 10,000 without demanding 10,000 of your hours. Fifth, time. If it dies when you go on vacation, it's not a business. It's a job that calls itself a business. Design for replacement. Document. Delegate. Automate. Productize. The aim is not to escape effort. It's to concentrate effort into creation, not maintenance. Make assets that keep performing when you log off. Waking up to sales you didn't process yourself is a sound of time compounding in your favor. And then there's a law of affection. Affect more lives or affect lives more deeply. Scale or magnitude. $1 of value to 1,000,000 people or $1 million of value to a few. You don't need both to win. But when you have either, wealth is a byproduct. When you have both, you're no longer in the Millionaire Fastlane. You're barreling toward a much bigger number. Now let's talk mindset, because tactics fail without the operating system to run them. Dump hope as a strategy. Hope is not a plan. It's an alibi. I hope my boss notices. I hope the market goes up. I hope someday. No. Replace hope with levers. Shipping dates, sales calls, prototypes, ads, offers, partnerships, metrics. Hope watches. Levers move. Make time your ally. Play long games with compound returns. Compound skill, compound reputation, compound distribution. Every helpful article you publish, every customer you delight, every system you refine, they stack, they echo, they pay out later and larger. Fastlane wealth feels slow until it suddenly doesn't. Quit chasing money. Chase needs. Money is skittish when pursued. It's obedient when summoned by value. A person who feels understood, and help will pull out their wallet without being pushed. Be indispensable to a real group of real people with a real problem, and you'll never have to ask for permission again. Escape the ceiling and reinforce the floor. Ask, what's the upper bound if this works? If the answer is my personal capacity, rethink the model. And what's the downside if one partner, platform, supplier, or client disappears? Build redundancy. Build options. Build leverage. The sky should be open. The ground should be padded. Here's how you start tonight. Step 1. Choose a market you respect. Not a vague everyone. A specific tribe with specific pains. Listen where they gather. Read the complaints, the wish list, the why is this so hard? Threads. Write down 10 problem statements in their language. Circle the one that keeps you up. Step 2. Craft a value proposition that can be read on a moving bus. I help X do Y without Z. If you can't say it simply, you can't sell it repeatedly. Step 3. Design a solution that honors the 5 laws. Does it solve a real need? Is there a barrier to entry you can embrace? Do you control key parts of the stack? Can it scale without scaling your hours? Can it operate without you? When you can say yes to most of these, you're on track. Step 4. Test with speed and humility. Build the smallest thing that proves of value. and get it in front of buyers. Charge. Feedback without dollars is applause. Feedback with dollars is validation. Iterate. Remove friction. Ship again. Step 5. Systematize everything that repeats. Turn heroics into checklists, checklists into SOPs, SOPs into automation. Free your calendar from the predictable so your mind can build the exceptional. Step 6. Widen distribution. 1 channel is a risk. 2 is a plan. 3 is a fortress. Own your email list. Improve your search presence. Partner where your audience already lives. Create content that educates before it sells and sells because it educates. Step 7. Raise magnitude or raise scale. Increase perceived value in pricing through guarantees, speed, certainty, brand, or results. Or open new markets, new geographies, new use cases. Both if you can. And when the asset hums, when customers buy without cajoling, when the team runs a playbook, when systems click, decide. Keep cash flow. Or sell the machine to someone who values its future more than you do. Remember, you didn't just build products, you build an asset. That's the multiplier that the Slowlane never sees. You'll be tempted to quit. You'll watch peers post highlight reels while you wrestle with version 0.9. Remember, there's a reason the road is clear. Most drivers choose traffic. They choose certainty over significance. But certainty is a mirage. The job market changes. Algorithms change. Economies wobble. The only real security is being valuable to many and dependent on none. This isn't about greed. It's about contribution. The world rewards a courageous builder who ships solutions. A tool that saves a mom an hour matters. Software that keeps a clinic on schedule matters. A service that rescues a small business from chaos matters. If you want to make millions, touch millions. The money follows the magnitude. So take a breath. Picture the life waiting at the end of this highway, not as a fantasy, but as a destination with mile markers. The first sale, the first testimonial, the first day your system sells while you rest, the first month your calendar belongs to you again, the first time a stranger thanks you for solving a problem you've never experienced personally. This is the moment you pick the lane. Not tomorrow, not after another course, not after you feel ready. You get ready by moving. You learn by building. You compound by continuing. Tonight you draft the offer. Tomorrow you ship the first version. By the end of the week you ask for sale. And in a year you won't recognize the person staring back in the mirror. Calmer, stronger, freer. Because you drove when others waited. The engine is on. The road is open. Press the pedal. Build the asset. Serve at scale. Buy back your time with systems. Choose needs over noise. Choose control over dependence. Choose the fast lane. I'll see you at the next exit. Freedom.